This you have to hear. Oh my God, this you have to hear. It's very, very important. Listen in.
Out of poverty in 2 years.
Did
Actually,
you
it was
hear
less than
that?
2 years, by the way.
Did you hear that? Listen.
How I got myself out of poverty in 2 years. Actually, it was less than 2 years, by the way. Today, I'm gonna share with you. Probably this video may sound more motivational.
Listen again. Listen again.
How I got myself out of poverty in 2 years. Actually, it was less than 2 years, by the way. Today, I'm gonna share with you. Probably this video may sound.
Listen again. Listen again.
How I got myself out of poverty in 2 years. Actually, it was less than 2 years, by the way. Today, I'm gonna share with you. Probably this video may sound more motivational, but it's more real than you think. Probably this message is not for all of you who will watch it. Maybe probably this video will change two or even one individual. And if indeed it will change, that is my mission, because it is doable. How many of you here started watching me when I had less than 100 subscribers? I know Triple M. There is a lady, probably she will make a comment on the comment section. She's called Triple M. By the way, she has a YouTube channel. Go check out on her videos. Another guy called Yoga by Goga. I don't know whether he still watches my video. That's a very good brother of mine. Those are guys whom I can tell. They started watching me back when I literally started YouTube. When I had less than 100, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 100 subscribers. How many of you here knows that I, Joseph, who is talking about money, 3-ish or 4-ish years ago, I was painting. I was a painter. You know these guys whom you invite in your place and then they paint your room and then you pay them either per piece work or, I don't know, something today we call it daily wage or something like that. I used to earn less than $10 in a day. And don't forget one thing, that may sound much to some of you, to some different countries. That job was not consistent. I was struggling financially to a point whereby paying the rent was an issue. If you want to believe that, go watch my older videos. Some of them, my videos, I started making them when I was in those rooms painting with a lot of paints on. You go check that. Check those videos. You will understand what I'm talking about. I was even struggling to pay my house rent. I remember a time we used to reach whereby it is on 30th, close to date 1, and I didn't have the money to pay the rent, and I was panicking. But then how did I, well, of course I'm not ultra wealthy, like I'm here to tell you, hey guys, this is how you make billions. That's where I'm heading. Not yet there, by God's grace and will. But there's something I can tell you. How can you get yourself from that situation to a different situation? I'm not here to promise you that out of what this video will become well. No, I'm just telling you how I got out. The strategy that I applied, I myself. This is Good Joseph, in case you're watching me for the first time. Go ahead and hit that subscription button. Make sure that you leave a comment on the comment section. All right? Come here. First of all, let us define, what does poverty means to you? At what level can you define you're struggling financially? You know, some of you, they say your broke figure is when you have 100,000 in your bank account. That's when you can term yourself. Some is when they have said, just define first. How are you struggling financially? Now, what happens? How did I get myself out of poverty in a period of 2 years? Just like I told you, I was earning less than $10 in a day. That was my income. I knew one thing. If then I was to stick to the job that I was doing cumulatively or continuously, I was on what we call the slow lane. Do you know what is a slow lane? Slow lane is a situation whereby, yes, you are earning, you are eating, sometimes you're struggling in a way, but you didn't sleep hungry. You were almost, but you didn't. You found a way of getting yourself out of that. But you're not on a lane that you can say is a sustainable for creation of wealth. It's a slow lane. Have you ever been in a life whereby you find like the things are balancing out? You're not poor, you're not wealthy, you're just somewhere, but you're only a month away from being broke or from being poor. Have you ever been in that situation? Good. Now, at that particular time, you can say you're struggling financially. Now, what happens? I realized one thing. I need a plan. First of all, I knew the lane that I'm in, I need to step out of that lane and go to a different lane. But then, how would I get out of that lane and go to a faster lane that will make me money in a little bit faster? This is what I did. I had myself a plan. And I gave this example to my friends whom we were working with. Some of them are watching my videos. Some of them, actually, not some of, almost all of them, they no longer talk to me. Yeah, they don't. And by the way, do I care? No, I do not. I do not care at all. They no longer talk to me. I don't know why. Now, the thing is, by the way, people are always okay when you win. But the moment you win more than them, you now become an enemy. But do I care? I do not. This is what I knew. We were all here at point zero. At point zero, all me and all my friends, we were basically earning the same. Nobody looked richer than the other. We were just clustered here. But I knew one thing. If today I start accumulating a certain character,
It is the internet. It is the internet, and we got a second to emphasize on something that people don't like you when you are doing well. When you are in the same class or range or situation and you start climbing up, people don't like you. It has happened in this life. Your friends will run away from you. Your friends will say you are proud. Your friends will start gossiping about you. Your friends will even say that you are an Illuminati these days. You have started doing things to sacrifice people to get money. Your friends, the same friends, decent friends, they turn foes. That is how human beings are. They only like you when you don't have. But when you start lifting your head, they are not comfortable with you. They don't want to speak to you. If I were those people, I would rub shoulders with him so that I get an idea or two on what he does or what he did to make his life better. You can only get an idea from a human being, not from an animal. So if you see your friend rising and you don't know what he has done to rise from the situation that he was in to the level that you are meeting him now and feeling jealous, then you should speak to them and get to know what they are doing or what they did to make the money that they have made. So this is very important, and we are going to continue listening to him when the internet comes back. I know it's coming because I need to hear what this I need in 2 years. I need to come out of this poverty. Guys, I don't have to remain poor when I can get an information or two from him. So let's hold on and wait and see.
may not be seem different from them. Even for the first 1 year, I may not be seem different. But as the time goes by, and I gave them this example. I sat them down. I remember I sat them down during our lunchtime. I explained this formula that I'm about to explain to you. Nobody dared to listen what I was talking about. I knew at the back of my head, there is something that I know I can rely on. I can speak, I can talk, and there is a knowledge about money. Can you imagine talking about money when you don't have it? It's quite funny. It's quite an irony. When I started, I used to be mocked by people. Hey, you're talking about money, yet you do not even, why don't you use those things that you are talking about and help yourself? Okay. I knew there's something that God has inbuilt in me that I can share with people. Say, now this is what I did. Now I asked myself when I was here at point zero, how then can I use that what I have and make money out of that what I have? Which is to speak and share the knowledge that I have. Both the education and the street has taught me and has accumulated in my head. How can this message reach more people? I knew I need to be online. Apparently, when I started, this TikTok thing wasn't that popular. YouTube was a thing, and Facebook. So I asked myself, how can I make this message to people? I knew one thing. I need to have a gadget to do that. I didn't have. I remember my first video that I made, I used my sister's phone. I didn't have a smartphone. I used my sister's phone. I remember I used to finish the work, go to my sister's place where she used to work, and then borrow her phone, record the video, and then post the video, and then go. I would record more, upload more, then I schedule them, then I go. because I didn't have a phone. Then I knew out of the salary that I'm having, I'm gonna set aside a fraction of it, talk of say $3-ish or whatever it is, so that I can buy myself a gadget to record myself, to upload what I understand or teach, educate, coach, whatever you call it. I still knew at the point of beginning of recording and teaching people, I won't make money. This is where people usually have a haste of making money. I only needed the attention. I needed the viewers to pay me with their attention, enough to later pay me with their cash. I needed to build the trust first with the viewers. They pay me their attention with their attention, nothing else. I was doing what we call pro bono, free. So I bought myself a gadget. I started recording myself about what I'm talking about. And of course, when you reach a certain threshold, the YouTube pays you. You don't know that. Oh, you didn't know that. You get paid. May not be big money, but it will pay your bills. But then, when I started making videos, I didn't quit this job that was paying me that. This is now I'm sharing with you the strategy that will do. You might be employed somewhere in a job, may not giving you much, but you must have a plan of quitting it. Remember one thing, never quit a job to start a business. We start a business to quit the job. Who is worse has already gotten that message. So I didn't quit it because this is not paying me. So I still had to push this plus this. So the friends of mine at this clustered point, they used to see me making this. And I used to tell them, hey, watch my videos, and what have you. So they were like, why are you so committed into this? How much do they pay you? So just to brush them off, I used to tell them, hey, I usually make some few coins there. I was making zero. I was just trying to keep them away from whatever I'm doing. I don't want the distractions. Keep on pumping in. It took me 1 year, 4 months to be monetized on YouTube. 1 year, 4 months. Doing something continuously, every day, religiously, without quitting until I was monetized. And when I was monetized, I started making small coins here and there, small coins. I still didn't quit. I wanted to bring this to a sustainable level, which is equivalent to that what I was earning from my unpredictable wages. So I brought this to the levels. I was still working with them. They didn't know. When now it reached to a point whereby doing this is optional, and there is a future, if I put more effort into this, I can even bypass this income, or I can bypass this income with this. Then that is when I decided now to go slow on this. And that is where now our difference between me and them started coming in. Why? For a whole period of 1 year and 1 year, 6-ish months, we all seemed the same. They didn't see me with a car. They didn't see me with a new suit. They didn't see me migrating from where I used to rent. They just didn't realize any difference financially. But the moment now you change out and go to the next level, boom, the difference is now seen. You now become a threat to them. That is exactly how I strategized myself to a point whereby you get yourself out of poverty towards the other side.
Hey, guys, that is what happened with this guy. And we have learned a lot. I don't know what to say, but I want to believe that you start from somewhere. Consistency is key. The ideas he's having are good, but God ahead of all people or of all things, because you may want to do what he does, but you don't have the language. You may want to do what he did, but you don't even have the, the energy to push you, the morale, the vibe. But let me tell you, pray and God will offer you a direction in this life. I would have wanted to reach 3 and more, but an interruption has come. But at least we have an idea that YouTube pays. I guess his growth has come up because of YouTube. I'm guessing so. And I will get to listen to him further. If there is a bigger part of his talk that I can bring to you again, I will do that. So please let us edit here. I don't want this video to be too long. And we see you after you subscribe and like this video.